Okay, just waiting for the live video to catch up with me. I forgot to...
Are you...
Hold on a second, it's live. Before you start yelling at me. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Just gonna give this a little splatter and let it dry so I can write in this before we leave. This is the hotel, or the where we're staying. It's their journal, and I forgot to write in it. So I'm doing a really quick thing to be able to write inside of the journal. All right. I wanted to show you this. So this has got to dry, but this is the journal that is in the room, and I wanted to show you what some other person did. Isn't that so pretty? Mine's not that pretty. I didn't take that amount of time to do it, but this lady did a really good job. Los Altos Hills. I don't know where that is, but somewhere in California. But that's what they get from me. Very exciting. Not really. So I'll write in that before we leave here. Good morning, Valerie and Marilyn and Johanna and Ellen and Linda and Renata and Carol and Ruthann and Janet and Maureen and Tori and Susan and Donna and Cheryl and Susie and Jewel and Vicky and Kimberly K and B, Heidi, Vicky, Diane. I know there was somebody else. Oh, Terry and Denise and Sherry and Valerie and Tracy and Jennifer. I missed a whole bunch. Carmen says, it's near Mountain View. Los Altos Hills is beautiful. Well, she's a beautiful watercolor artist also. Okay, so this is what we did the first day that I was here, which was August 29th. Got to go into my book at home. This is what we did yesterday. I finished it up. Life is a Garden. And I did Brent's Garden. August 30th, and today is August 31st, and that's what we're working on. But first, I just wanted to give a little plug for Journal Play Day, which is coming up on Saturday, so you can still sign up for it. We always create a signature journal like this that you can just carry with you for the month and do whatever in. So for this last month, we did 2 pockets with 2 separate journals, and I'm not going to really share all of this because I did a lot of personal journaling in this journal, but I did cover it up. So I learned to cover up my personal stuff. This one too has a little flap that opens up and has personal stuff there. This one I think I'm just gonna leave like this. I might put a word on it. This one has a little tag that pulls out of a pocket, and then the pocket opens up, or you gotta take the tag out, with a little poem in it. And then that page, personal journaling, more personal journaling, just a little flap. I probably need to do something there. This had just a sticker of our favorite band, and I need to do a little journaling there, finish that up. And then this has more personal journaling. So that is one part of this journal right there. The second part is the Atticus little book. So we did a little tiny accordion book that had pictures of Atticus at the lake. So it comes in a little wrap like that, and then it has a small accordion book with photographs from taking Atticus on his first kayak and canoe trip to the lake. 2 sides. And it just wraps back up, and this gets tucked in here. And then this is what I did yesterday we went and sketched out by the ocean. And I kind of need a picture here, but I think I'm going to put a photograph on the cover. So it says, things I see at the seaside, whales breaching and blowing through their blowholes. And then black and white striped beach rocks and green and amber sea glass. Hope you can see that. Agapanthus, hydrangeas, and dahlias. And then this is where my husband was sketching the trees, and I did this part. It was right in front of the heart benches at Sea Rock Inn, and we were waiting for the sunset and the full moon, which didn't come until 6 o'clock this morning. And then the fog rolled in, and so we couldn't even see it. And then we found this amazing radio station called KOZT, and you can get the app to listen to it if you like old 60s and 70s. I don't even know what you call it. They call it adult music. Rock? Folk rock? KOZT, if you want to listen to a great station. But this was Roger McGuinn. It says, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be your back. May the sun warm upon your land. May the rain fall soft upon your face until we meet again. And may God hold you in the palm of his hand. I just love that. Roger McGuinn. So this is what we do. This is the kind of thing we make and create in Journal Playday. And this is my August, summer 2023 journal. So September is what we're going to make on Saturday. Okay? Let's do this tag so my husband and I can get out of here. So I prepped this little pocket tag, and I've got to figure out a way to hang it off of my ring, but I'll figure that when I get back. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this bird piece down here. I love this so much. It's fabric. It's a little fabric piece that I have to ask my friend Rose where she got, because I really like it. The moon last night because I heard it was a blue moon, and you know what? Not here. It was bright orange. It looked like the sunshine, but I guess maybe it doesn't look blue. Maybe they just call it a blue moon. I don't know. I didn't quite get it, I must say that. Blue here. So the sheets at this hotel were so nice. They probably cost $5 million. And I may have to have them. I told my husband that might be my birthday gift. They sell them in the lobby, and I'm going to go over there when we're done here and find out how much they are. Get it straight. I guess I cut the paper crooked, but that's okay. Debbie says a blue moon means the second moon in a month. Thank you. I really wanted to do some light blue polka dots on this to match kind of the bird card, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that blue. Let's come down here. Nearby, and this town, I mean, they've gone crazy for fire. It was a small fire, and it has become everything on everybody's mind because there's smoke in quite a few areas, and then the fog came in this morning, and that made it even smokier. But I think because it's a one-way in, one-way out here, it makes it very nerve-wracking for people, just like where we live. But it was a small fire. It wasn't like what we have. So that's what I wanted to do, just that. Oh, Jerry Garcia is getting his breakfast. Want to see? Can you see Jerry Garcia getting his breakfast with his tie-dye? And the cute girl is delivering it and walking away. I almost put Jerry Garcia in my journal because I think he and his wife have been here almost a week. Anyway, beautiful. And you can see it's very foggy this morning. Very foggy. We were really lucky to have it as clear and beautiful as we had it the first couple of days. So now what I need to do, get the glue off of this table. Here I got glue on their beautiful table. I'm going to use this bigger one, I think. Yeah, let's use this one. Does it go that way or this way? It's square, Lindsay. I think we'll do it that way. Might tear the bottom, actually. If only Jerry Garcia knew he was being watched. You should see his wife. He looks just like Jerry Garcia, and she looks so normal. Not even funny. And he has not changed out of that tie-dye shirt the whole time we were here. Except maybe, I guess, to go to dinner or somewhere. But they have just stayed here at the hotel. They just love sitting and looking at each other. They sit in the Adirondack chairs out on the grass and hold hands. It's just so cute. We don't do that. I think we'll use brown. Okay, I gotta flip this card over because here's our prompt. Nature is not a place to visit, it is a home. And I want to do a circle. I wish I had a cup. I do have a cup. Here's a wine glass. Things that are nearby. Except I just messed it up. Okay. Get in the camera. I think I just moved it. There we go. Nature is not a place to visit, it is a home. So one of the coolest things about this place is they have unlimited fresh brownies all day long. And so my husband and I are not shy when somebody says there are unlimited fresh brownies all day long. So we kept going back and getting more brownies. I think we have 3 of them left, but I'm going to have to go get some more brownies before we leave. I don't think I'm at a good angle. Let me move this a bit. Maybe that's a better angle. Anyway, we got lots of brownies. And yesterday we went to a bakery that one of you guys recommended that I went to with my girlfriends when we were here, called The Good Life, I think. And my husband got a blueberry cheese Danish, and I got a chocolate banana cream tart. Oh my gosh. So, so good. We like going on vacations to eat. Not like we don't eat at home, but we definitely love it. Debbie, we are in room 5, or cabin 5, I guess. Let me just say it's not cheap here. So we were saving up to go on a trip to take my husband to Norway, and he did not. Are you still here, honey? He didn't really want to leave the country. He's that guy. So we did this instead. So just know it's pricey. I just don't want you to think that it was like a bargain motel. I love this quote. I don't know where it came from. And Carrie Flory, thank you so much for doing our prompts this month. They were fabulous. And now, tomorrow, we start on prompts from Laura Ashley Gibbs, and they are the ABCs of Lindsay. So if they don't work for you, change them. But like tomorrow is artist. So I think we all are artists. So that one should work for everybody. So it's going to be A is for artist, B is for, I don't know, because I don't have the list here in front of me. It might have been birthday. I don't remember, but I think some of them you may want to change if you don't, do exactly what I do in my life. But we'll see. Okay, so now I'm just going to go around the edges and do leaves. Penciled there, so when we erase it, it should look like a circle, as long as everything is touching up to the edge of the circle. Can you see that? I think it will. Well, honey, we have new neighbors. Did you see those people? Next to the British couple. Not that we're old neighbors. But the mom and the daughter left.
Yeah, they left
a while ago. You get very territorial when you're here because all these cabins face each other. It's pretty neat. Yeah, she did do really good prompts for August, didn't she? I was super impressed. And I think Laura Ashley's prompts are just as good. Oh, and I should say that I think in October, I'm going to start taking people's names who are interested in doing the prompts for next year. So if it's something that you want to do, I will tell you April has already been taken because somebody begged. And I said, yes, okay. Because she did some really good prompts this year and she has an idea for next year. So I thought, why not? Let's let her go for it. I shouldn't have ripped the bottom of this card. Oh well. It's a little tight here. That man, our new neighbor, went out and cleaned off the table probably for his wife to have breakfast outside. There was a single lady here I saw the other day, and I was thinking that this would be a fun place to come, like if you were an author and writing a book, or I don't know, me if I was writing a book, just to get away from it all. So do you see what's happening here? It should have been on a bigger card. Oh no, he's all by himself too. Huh. I guess this is the place to come if you're by yourself. We went to a bunch of beaches yesterday. We are rock collectors and we didn't find a lot of rocks at any of the beaches. We were going to go to Glass Beach, but we couldn't find it, and we think that the locals took down the sign that said where Glass Beach was because oh no, he's not single. It's always the women that go take the pictures in the morning. She's taking a picture of him. It's so funny. He's eating his breakfast and she's like, honey, look up. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, we think the locals took down the sign for Glass Beach because there was no way to find it easily. Debbie says these are the worst places to stay by yourself because it's like a honeymoon place. Is that what you mean? I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun. go really big leaf here. And then we'll put them around that. This is always better on a bigger card, but it'll still work. Yeah, and Linda Galling helped us with finding some property that we went and looked at. We looked at them yesterday, Linda, and the one with the yurt from Bonnie Raitt's brother is in like a neighborhood. And we have not lived in a neighborhood for a very long time, so we passed on that. Not that we have money to buy the house. It's pretty funny. We were just driving around thinking that we did. And the one that we really liked had just sold. Linda found it for us. It sold for $1.7 million. So we didn't buy that. And then we found another one that we liked that had 2 cabins on it, but you don't have any view of the ocean. It was affordable and on a nice piece of property, but no ocean view. I mean, no, not at all. There's so many trees, and it was across the street, but it was really nice. It bordered on the, what do you call it? Jughead Beach and Mendocino Gulch. No, something. Russian Gulch State Park. It bordered on those. But again, not for us. But thank you, Linda, for helping us be our realtor, our pretend realtor. Linda messaged me and said, this has been a lot of fun, but I got to go show a house for real. I'm like, yeah, go do your thing. But we really like it here. The only thing is, like, at least where we live, we have one way in and out, but it's to a big interstate. Here it would take a long time to get in or out of this area. Kind of scary. I guess I have a realtor now, Linda, right? Linda's now my realtor. Greenery to this and call it a day. We got a long ride to get home. We got to go pick up the DOG at the kennel. So, where are you staying, Jackie wants to know. We're in Mendocino, California, which is on the coast. I don't know if you know California, but it's on the coast near Fort Bragg, which is where Glass Beach is. I found a good piece of glass, tumbled glass on one of the beaches we were at, and then my husband found a really good frosty white piece. Beautiful. But we weren't at Glass Beach. We were at a different beach, but we still found glass. Because Glass Beach used to be a dump. My husband told me. I forgot, I guess. Or maybe I didn't know. I don't know. Anyway, it used to be a dump here, and all the glass that was there got washed out to the sea, and then of course the people who had the dump had to clean it up. So they probably just started announcing it to the public that there was glass, tumbled glass at the beach. But now there's no glass left, so it's pretty sad. So they're trying to bring back the beach, and so they don't want people trampling it looking for glass. So that is that. We drove down the coast looking at a place called the Little River Inn, because I always wanted to eat dinner there. And we decided not to go have dinner there because, not because it was bad, but because we weren't hungry. We had lunch at this really cool brewery called Overtime, which I had gone to before. And I wanted to take my husband there. He liked the beer. I was not as big a fan of the beer. It was very hoppy. I'm not a hoppy beer drinker. I'm a lightweight, pale beer drinker. This is coming out kind of pretty. I may have to tomorrow or someday, I don't know when, I'll do a little embellishing on this tag because we want to get going. But we have our birthday party tomorrow. If you haven't signed up for that, you can still go to Facebook. I posted the link in the description box. So if you haven't signed up, you can go sign up. The classes are being taught by a bunch of my buddies and me. I'm picking up the slack at the end of the day because I knew we would be home late. So I didn't want to commit myself to an early class. So they're starting, my friend Michelle is starting in the morning with the book that we're making. And then Rebecca Swayze is Saturday. I'm doing Saturday with her. Joanne Sharp and Michelle Hamilton and Carrie Hoyle are all teaching. Rebecca says this is giving me fall vibes. Terry Walker says the Little River Inn for dinner at sunset. That's our anniversary jam. Oh, that's nice. I'm telling you, though, sitting right here at sunset was pretty great. We just ate our leftover stuff. And it was beautiful. And then we walked across the street. We had to wait for a while because there were some bench hogs taking up the benches that we wanted to sit at so my husband could sketch the tree that was there. And they finally left. So we were able to get across the street and sketch a little bit. But, I mean, I could sit here just at this place and not really go anywhere else for the whole time we were here. I love it. But we did find a beautiful nursery yesterday, I think, in the morning in Mendocino. I think it's called the Mendocino Garden Center. And they only take cash. They have huge trees and plants and stuff, like, you know, if you were to buy a house here and wanted to put in plants. But they only take cash. So one lady had to leave and go to the bank and then come back. But we luckily had a couple bucks. Renata says, a few years ago I found glass in blue, green, white on the beach in Denmark, but I couldn't do anything with it, so I threw them back into the North Sea. Maybe that's what I picked up here. You think the North Sea came to here? I don't think so. Probably China, that's what my husband would say. Look, I think I'm done. Just do a few little details and then call it a day. Oh, I bought Olali berry jam, Terry. Oops. At a very fancy jam store in Mendocino where I paid more money than I've ever paid for an edible anything. Hang on, I'm trying to find my colored pencils, but I think they're in the car. Yep. So I guess the detail has to be in white. Yeah, it was, we bought my mother-in-law, oh, that looks pretty, that white. Apple butter, and we bought us Olali berry jam. And my husband wanted blueberry, but when we realized how much everything else was, we said no. Just buying one. Yeah, actually the white looks really good on this brown. Oops, kind of sets it all off. They also sell the bathrobes for this place, but I don't ever wear a bathrobe, so Certainly don't think I would buy a bathrobe. And they sell coffee mugs, but we don't drink coffee, so who needs a coffee mug? Daughter got to go on what they call a float last night. She has a paddle board, and they got to float out on the lake where she lives, and it was a glow float. So it was a full moon glow float. So she got to take her paddle board out on the lake with glow sticks attached to it and her. And a person on the lake, she didn't say who, if it was, I don't think she went by herself because her boyfriend was working late. So some person took a picture of her, which is beyond phenomenal, on her paddle board with all these glow sticks around her. And then my oldest kid comes home today from Bali. Well, tomorrow, I guess, but it's 10 o'clock their time, so it'll be in the morning she'll leave. And she took an amazing picture. Well, every picture she takes of herself is amazing. But somebody took a picture of her in front of a waterfall. Leaky waterfall, I think is what it was called. It looks incredible. And Atticus yesterday, my son posted that he went to school and then he came home and they got out a pad of paper and he said, "Dad, I'm going to draw a balloon." And he did. And then on the other page, he said, "Dad, I'm going to draw a steering wheel." And he drew a circle. And he said it was the first time he actually said he was going to draw something and actually drew it. And it looked like a steering wheel and a balloon, but it was just a circle. It was so cute. At his preschool, they have been studying circles this month, so I guess it's taking flight, which is great. If you're still here, you would love this radio station, by the way. KOZT. Jacqueline says, "What's the name of the place you're staying at?" The Sea Rock Inn. Nature is not a place to visit, it is a home. Oh, that's cute. I like how that came out. There's no blue on this card, but I've got the blue from there. Oh, let's do this. And then we'll be done. Sea Rock Inn in Mendocino, California. Tell him Lindsay sent you. Maybe I'll get some kickbacks. It'll be like Amazon affiliates. I can get my next room free if enough of you guys stay here. They'll be like, "Who is Lindsay?" And then they'll know he was the brownie guy. Not really. I got more brownies than he did. And I'm going to go in and ask for more when we leave. Okay. So now we've got little white dots in our blue dots. And this was white dots on blue, so kind of backwards. And we've got the cute little fluffy stuff hanging down here. And then we have nature is not a place to visit, it is a home. And that's it, you guys. We are done here in a half an hour. So this finishes up our book. On Monday, I think I'll share the book complete. Or it's not a book, it's a ring thing that we did. Because tomorrow we have to start, and we're doing the letters A and B tomorrow. So I think it's artist for A and birthday for B. So those are our two first letters that we're doing tomorrow. So get your accordion book ready. If you haven't made it yet, you can look here in the live section, and there is a video on how we put it together. So that's tomorrow in the morning here at 8 a.m., but then at 10 a.m. is when the birthday party starts. So you can do both. Okay? So I'll see you guys tomorrow for here and at the birthday party. All right, have a good day. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.